Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So I decided to read what each Bible book is all about. You know how you can kind of, some of the books of the Bible, like Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, the book of Revelation, but you don't really know all the Bible books. Like, there's like 66, but there's more. But anyway, you don't know where to find certain passages or what stories are in each book or what is each book about. You know what I'm saying? What is each book about? What does it contain, really? It's like, what's an Obadiah? What's an Amos? Stuff like that. So I decided to read the synopsis of each chapter here on TikTok. Use this platform, my platform, or my page on this platform, to kind of read what the synopsis, summarize what each book is, for those who don't know, for Gentiles and believers. Did you know Gentile did not it Gentile means non-believers? I didn't know what it was. I know they used to say like Jews and Gentiles, and I just thought that Gentiles are other people, but I didn't know it meant non-believers, because now all believers aren't just Jews. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of good to know. So Jews and Gentiles, y'all can listen, tune in. You don't have to back out of my listening to what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna start from the beginning to the end with just the synopsis of each book of the Bible. 66 books out of the Bible, just the regular Bible, not the other specialty Bibles like the Apocrypha or anything like that. I'm gonna just start with the regular Bible. So this is Genesis. And the Greek word for Genesis means the beginning or source, origin, generation. It also means in the beginning. So Genesis tells us about the beginnings of many things, including the physical universe, mankind, sin, death, and God's amazing plan to redeem us. The first part of Genesis focuses on the beginning and spread of sin in the world, culminating in a devastating flood. In this section of the book, we see God creating again and again by speaking various aspects of our universe into existence. Then God defines what he has created, again by speaking his word. By naming things, God gives them an identity, a purpose, and a definition. Finally, he establishes and blesses what he has made, sealing the truth of his creation through his spoken word. So, what does this mean for you and me today? It means that God made for you a special purpose. He spoke you into existence long before you were conceived in your mother's womb. He called you, he defined you, and gave you specific talents, gifts, and dreams. All your life, he has continued to call you, giving you guidance, direction, and protection. This is the truth about who you are as his beloved child, who is born again and saved by his grace forever. The second part of Genesis focuses on God's dealings with one man, Abraham, through whom he promises to bring salvation and blessing to the world. He and his descendants learn firsthand that it is always best to trust in the Lord in times of famine and feasting, blessings and bondage. From Abraham to Isaac to Jacob to Joseph, God's promises began to manifest to a great nation that would possess a great land. Excuse me. So, the theme, it says themes. Genesis provides a solid framework for understanding the big picture of the Bible. This book of beginnings introduces us to God and his holiness, righteousness, grace, and mercy, to his creation, to man's sin, and to God's plan of redemption as it began to unfold through Abraham and his descendants. So I'm getting, in case you're wondering, where are you reading this from? I am reading this from the Charles F. Stanley Life Principles Bible. And this Bible I got way before I even became a mother, and it has blessed me so much. It's just very informative and very descriptive, and it's a teaching Bible. So I've kept this Bible for years and years and years. I have a lot of notes in it. And like I said, I got it a long time ago. I read it the first time, and then I've read other Bibles. But something told me to come back to this Bible. I came back because I was going to buy a whole nother Bible. I've never read the King James. I think it could be difficult, but probably after a short amount of time, I would get used to it and get the gist of how to read it. Thou art, shut up, all that. So anyway, I came back to this Bible, and I forgot that it had these like mini summaries before each book. So I figure I need to know which book certain things are in, or what is each book about. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this book about? What is Numbers about? What is Leviticus about? I would like to know that prior to reading the Bible, because I've read the Bible multiple times, but I really still can't tell you what each book is about, except for like Revelation, that's obvious, Esther, stuff like that, in the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, all that. So, John. So I was like, let me do it this way for myself. And I started taking notes. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I take this to TikTok? Or to platforms, mainly TikTok, because I think it could help someone and just inform people. Why not? Right? So that's what I'm doing. So thank y'all for a moment with me and in the Word to find summarizing summaries of. I got to figure out a title for it. But anyway, I will be doing this until I get to the end. So take the journey with me.